Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready, do ready. Right there, 54 Mike.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Winston. And his throw here is incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. Spotted at the 14-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Hey, kill.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
Check 45 to Mike. That's right, man.
Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here we go. Line in.
That's what I do.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Dancing to his left. Johnson's got it complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, he jumps over him at the 45. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But now it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8.
Under. Check. We're going to 53. Check.
Prescott from the gun. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Tighten up. Pull together.
We're going to 53.
Prescott on first down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Here we go. Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Line. 26.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He's got Fuller. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Never make the mistake that these slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Let him know, let him know.
This is Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready. Blue ready. Right there. 54 Mike. No chance.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9. Jameis to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Hodges. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Winston from the gun on third down. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. No gain on the play there. Second down.
At the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. From the gun, Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's got Evans. And he coughed it up. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
And Winston lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. On the tackle there, Zach Sealer out of Ferris State.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
All day, defense. 47. Check.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So the D-line got the push there against the O-line to stop that quarterback sneak.
A really high percentage call on offense. I think it's the right call. But as you noted, if they didn't get the push, you can't get in there. There's no place for him to go. That's why the whole play got stuffed.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
The tackle made by Jalen Smith. A 3-yard pickup.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. To throw is Winston. He completes it to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. He's letting this one go for Fuller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
They're running.
47. We're going to 52. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep in the direction of Coop. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 27. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 23 yards on the play. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Pick it up, pick it up.
Prescott yet again. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Winston. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Evans once again the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Final play of the half here, Winston. And this is caught by Evans. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Mike, 45. I got you, son. I got you, son.
On 3rd down, Dukes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 69 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Gay is up and good, and we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Letting one fly deep for Coop. They got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, 46. 46.
Prescott to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Check safety, check safety.
26.
On 2nd down. It's Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. Winston. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
As this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Winston now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Throwing. Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Ready? Black 25. Come on. Stand back.
First down, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third. On second down, Winston again. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Here we go, 47. You got to be ready. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3. No. Next ball. Check right. Check 24.
To throw is Prescott. He's got it to Ingram. Complete. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down.
Here we go, 46.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52 to Mike.
Prescott from the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Jameis now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Jones. A gain of 3, second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Winston now to throw on first down. He finds his target. It's Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott looks to throw on first. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. He finds his man Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
25, check 25, check 25. We're going to 54, Ryan. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Go to 54, go to 54, Ryan.
Here's Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Just like that. Just like that.
Here's Prescott. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10.
Hey, kill.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the Bucs' 32-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go, 46. Here we go, 46. 46.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's third and long. Back to throw. Staying on his feet. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Game on the line. Season on the line. They're going for it here on fourth down.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Let's
get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. 45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses.
Now Prescott on fourth down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
Give them a couple on the carry there, second and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on second and 8. They'll go again to Jones. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on third and 6. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? Blue ready.
54. All day, dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquille Barrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's second and 20. They'll run with Elliott. Room past the 20, as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity. And for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
Hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Freestyle. Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking good now? I was homeless because I different mission. Till I speak, they listen. Couldn't find a solution. Run it up, run it up. Greatest ever songs in this. I was coming up, kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
Up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.